Hey everybody, I hope everyone's having a fabulous day today. Today I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I want to talk about domestic violence. Yes, domestic violence. Domestic violence affects everybody. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, domestic violence affects you. 1 in 4 women experience domestic violence in their lifetime. 1 in 4. 1 in 4 women experience this. You may be that 1 in 4 and you just don't want to tell anybody. You don't want to talk about it. Well, I'm encouraging you today to know that you don't have to deal with that. God did not put you here to be somebody's punching bag, to be verbally, mentally, financially, spiritually, and physically abused. That is not your purpose here. You can get out. Yes, I stayed in my situation for a very long time because I didn't know how to get out. At that time, I didn't know of the resources that's available today. There are so many great organizations, including the Jennifer Blue Project, that we are trying to make a change. We are trying to get domestic violence awareness on the forefront because it's become an epidemic. 3+ women a day die from domestic violence. 3+ women. I could have been one of those women. I easily could have been one of those women. And I thank God that I wasn't. We need to talk about this. We need to voice our opinion. So when people ask me, oh, you still doing that play? Easier said than done? Absolutely. And I will not stop until this play gets into every community. Because it's not just my community domestic violence affects. It's just not your community. It affects every community. And we need to stand up and we need to make a change. Of course, y'all know I have the Jennifer Blue Project. We educate, advocate, and entertain for domestic violence awareness and women's empowerment. I've also come up with Code Blue. Super excited about Code Blue. Code Blue, how to resuscitate your life and your dreams. Because when you're in a Code Blue situation, you need resuscitation. And that's exactly what Code Blue is about. Code Blue, it is a workshop empowerment series, but I like to look at it's a lifestyle change. If you have a heart attack and you're in the hospital, what do they say? Code Blue, Code Blue. You need resuscitation. Once you get resuscitated, you have to change the way you live. Once you've been in a domestic violence situation and a domestic violence relationship and you need to resuscitate your life, you absolutely change the way you live. You absolutely change the way you live. So Code Blue is kind of I like to say it's going to be a lifestyle brand. We are changing the way we live after what we've gone through. A lot of people will ask me, well, why did you stay for so long? It's easier said than done to leave. I loved him. I honestly loved him, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I wanted the abuse to stop. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted the abuse to stop. But then, I realized after a long time that it wasn't going to stop, and I don't want anyone to have to stay that long. I mean, I stayed for a very, very long time. Once he or she, because men experience this too, once he or she disrespects you, emotionally, physically, verbally, financially, spiritually hurts you, they have a problem. And you're not going to be able to change that. They need to get help on their own. They got to want to change. Just like you have to want to change. You have to want to leave because you're not happy. And please, please, please don't stay for the kids. That is the absolutely worst thing you could ever do because guess what? It's just like that old saying, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And it affects the kids more than you know. I know for a fact because I had 3 children in that relationship. And it affected each of them differently. And I wish I could have changed. I wish I could go back and maybe left sooner so it didn't affect them, but I didn't. And so now, I just want to encourage you to know that don't stay for the kids. Please don't. Because domestic violence affects everybody. We have to speak out and speak up as a community because we have to come together and talk about something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And we have to support organizations and, events that have to do with domestic violence awareness because you could save a life. You could absolutely save a life. And you'd be surprised, unfortunately, maybe one of your family members is going through this or maybe one of your friends or, somebody in your church is going through it. You just never know. So you need to be equipped. You need to be educated. That's why, I love doing my stage play, Easier Said Than Done, because we are educating while we're entertaining. I like to call it edutainment. And so I'm going to do everything in my power to keep Easier Said Than Done going into, we are booking some shows coming up. I'm super, super excited about that. The cast is excited, because it's really making a change. Every time we do the show, people come up to us afterwards and they're like, wow, like I felt what was, that message was just so powerful, thank you. And if I can save one life, if I can get one person to leave before it's too late, then I've done my job. And I'm not going to stop doing my job. I'm going to definitely be a voice for domestic violence awareness, not only because I'm a survivor of it, but because there's so many people going through this. I talk to people all the time, they'll inbox me, they'll call me, and they say, how did you leave? How did you get through this? Because I'm always talking about there's life after abuse, and it is a fabulous one. I promise you, life is grand. I mean, I am so happy right now, and I look back, I'm still working on my book, and I was working on it last night and actually the night before too. And I had to kind of put it down for a minute. I'm going to be very honest and open. I had to kind of put it down for a minute because I couldn't believe that I actually, I had went through so much, but God, God had me get through it. And I thank him for that. And if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't thank God enough for, getting me through that. But he showed me, baby, I had you go through this so that you can help other people know that they too can get through this. So, inbox me, Facebook me, hit me up, let me know how I can help. Let me know if I can just give you some encouraging words to know that you are not alone. I promise you. I know sometimes it feels like we're alone, when we're going through that, but I promise you, you're not alone. There's help out there. There is life after abuse. I cannot stress that enough, and it's so good. I mean, you're going to be more happier. The kids are going to be more happier. So I charge everyone today, step up, speak out about this, get educated. If it's not you going through this, get educated enough that you can help somebody else that may be going through this. So, you know what? It's time to talk. We have to talk about it. Enough is enough. We're breaking the silence. We are going to make a difference, and like I said, you could be that one to save somebody's life that's going through domestic violence. Don't wait till it affects you. Don't wait until it affects your family. Okay, it's time to make a change. So I'm going to keep moving with this domestic violence awareness piece. Absolutely. We're still going to be doing Easier Said Than Done. We're going to be doing Code Blue. We have a lot of great things going on right now. And so, just make a change in your community. And if there's, if you want to bring the play to your community, Easier Said Than Done. If you want to bring the workshop series, Code Blue, How to Resuscitate Your Life and Your Dreams, to your community, inbox me, call me, Facebook me. I'm on Instagram. Go to my website, jenniferblueproject.com. Instagram is @JenniferBlueX. Well, you guys know my Facebook. But, reach out to me because I would love to come into your community and make a change. So, you know what? Like Bishop Haddon always says, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. Everybody have a blessed day.